Eventually, we're going to see this move a reasonable amount.
Okay.
For two reasons. The balance point in your feet is about balls arches of your feet, somewhere there. And when your bum's that far outside your heels, there's going to be too much pressure in your heels, essentially.
Okay.
So what will happen is you're wielding this around at speed.
Yep.
So which means that your body's going to try and find its balance point sooner or later. Now, these ones were good. That's fantastic. But when you start to load it up, so i.e. put a driver shaft in there that's the head's going to be out over here somewhere.
Yeah.
That's going to be a completely different animal because it's going to load your body up a lot more. So when we start looking at club geometry here and stuff like that, there's a reasonable amount of speed there, but by the time you get to a driver, there's going to be probably another 30 k's an hour, 40 k's an hour on there. And what that means is basically an extra, more than likely, 10 to 15 kgs of rotational force at the end of the golf club. Okay, so that's going to drag you out, right? So when we start playing silly buggers here and we start moving you around here, all of a sudden your bum's going to start to go in here, trying to get balanced.
Yeah.
Therefore the shaft is going to go up. And what will happen is, more than likely, you may even catch it out of the inside of the golf club here.
Yeah.
And it goes over here.
Yeah.
More than likely, you'll notice the handle so far up, and we've got a reasonable distance in front of the golf ball there. So it ends up by opening the blade of the golf club, and it's quite difficult to see there, but it starts looking that way. And of course, with a driver, it ends up out of the ballpark over there.
Sounds about right.
So then you start to try and manipulate it for the rest of the day. And then we got the licorice all sorts. We got one that goes over here, one that goes out over here, and the head that's rolling down, you kicking it along at the same time because we get frustrated. So let's get you balanced. Now, they were good ones. They were awesome, clearly. They were good ball flights. So we've got to be able to try and get you to still hit it okay. And you've got a lot more speed there that you can generate that you're not using at the moment.
Oh,
okay. So when we start to look at this stuff, we got your bum in there, out there, and it'll move around. Head goes forward, trying to counterbalance that. All marginal, right?
Okay.
But we're talking about something that's this big.
Yeah, sorry.
It's so
Going
small.
X distance.
That's correct. So all of a sudden we start to sort of manipulate it around, and now we've got this look about you. Okay.
Oh.
So eventually we probably don't want to see that look about you.
Yeah, sounds about right. Okay.
So as far as, rhythm and all that kind of jargon, I'll just take you back here and get you just set up a little bit better here. Okay, so as far as putting this in full motion, it's a cool rhythm.
Yeah.
Everything's pretty cool there. So it's just doing a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah.
From the other side, we start to talk about the dance move you got going on here. There's probably a bit too much pressure on this right foot, but we won't get into that today. And we'll start seeing, whoop.
Oh.
And we break that line with your knee and your hip.
And that's not even close there.
Yeah, look, it'll come in a little bit, but probably not as much as that, right?
Okay.
So, we just got a few things that we need to tidy up as far as that's concerned. So at the point of contact, we get the shaft looking like this, and at address, it's looking here.
Right.
So everything's pointing in towards it going way right at target. So
Okay.
that's my ultimate goal for you. Just stop it going way right at target.
Yep.
More consistent. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Hopefully redefine good
Yeah.
and make bad better. That's my job, really.
Awesome.